Good morning, folks. I wanted to record a pretty quick video walking you through some of the most important offering components. If you have something that you want to sell, whether it's a digital course, whether it's your own consulting services, your own coaching, physical products, etc. So, in the time that it takes me to record this video, I'm going to share exactly how this exact framework took me to my first 10,000 profit online, all the way up to my first six figures as an affiliate, and then crossing over 1 million in cash collected online. Okay. So this does work for affiliates. It works for coaches, service providers, software sellers, folks that have physical products to sell, and digital marketers. Because for some reason people think affiliates and digital marketers are different, but they're not. Anyways, when it comes to creating your offer so that it actually sells, you want to make sure that you have these 17 components covered, either in your VSL, in your offer doc, your sales letter, or offer post that you are creating. Okay, so let's get clear on that. Now, this works really well if you cover this in detail, especially if you want to have folks pay you big money without having to do a song and dance in the DMs or get on 87 sales calls every single week. Okay, if you want to start closing sales without doing Zooms and strategy sessions and have an offer that you can quickly sell and deliver easily, this is going to be the perfect video for you. Okay, so I'm going to walk you through these and give you, you know, the quick and punchy version. All right, this is going to require you to do some stuff, but if you do it and take the time to do it, then you can increase your hourly rate as far as effort that you put in versus what you are actually paid. Okay, so you want to get as specific as possible. This is a lot of stuff that I picked up from JC. Nate picked up from JC, who JC picked up from another guy who's done millions online, and we've applied it to all different types of industries and businesses, and it's still worked very fucking well. Okay, so you want to get very specific on all of these. Number one, what is the biggest problem or problems that you are solving for people? Like, think about it and brain dump each and every one of these, 1 through 17. Also, if you keep watching, you're going to get a bonus. 14 building blocks to better videos and better written post, emails, etc. But get very specific on the biggest problems that your offer or product is solving. Brain dump them and list them out. Okay. Now, you also want to get clear on what the main outcome or result that your offer or product is going to help people achieve. Granted, they do the work. Same thing for this. Like, if y'all don't do this shit, it's not going to work for you. Number three, why is this new and different? Okay, what is new about it? What's different about it? There are a lot of folks that are always selling stuff. There's a lot of folks that do things similar to us, but they can't copy the results that we've helped other people get. All right, so think about why it's new and why it's different and list that out. Okay, number four, why are you doing it? There's got to be a bigger and deeper reason behind why you're doing this other than to make money. All right. Is this going to be helping moms? It's going to be helping dads. It's going to help struggling affiliates. It's going to help folks that struggle to get coaching clients, etc. Like, why are you really doing it? Is it to have an everlasting impact, change more people's lives, so you can spend more time with your family, so other folks can spend more time with their family? Why are you doing it? Okay. Number five, what is the backstory of how this came to be? Kind of share what you've been trying and what you have went through, investments, bad experiences, um, good experiences that make you want to have and help other people experience this good stuff. Like, when I started learning all this and applying it, it's put me at home for 4+ years with my wife and kids without having to go and clock in or be micromanaged. I'm unemployable now. Okay. Number six, how will it be delivered? How are you going to deliver this for the folks that will potentially buy it? Okay. Is it going to be a course? Is it going to be a live event? Is it going to be coaching involved? Is it going to be one-to-one? Is it a group setting? Like, you can pick your poison here on however you want to do it. Obviously, group versus one-to-one. Group is way more leverage, but one-to-one is way more intimate. So they both got their pros and cons depending on how you want to do this and offer it. Okay. We always do everything live because it's a lot more fun. We get live engagement, we get live interaction, and we get real time feedback. Okay, it's perfect for extra marketing material down the line. Number 7, duration, meaning how long is this going to be delivered? What's it look like? Is it an 8-week thing? Is it a 6-week thing? Is it a 12-week thing? Is it 6 months? Is it 1 year? Like, what does that look like? Okay, you get to build this however you want. All right. Number 8, the offer components. All right. What are the things that you are covering? Okay. Like, what is it that you're really teaching? Is it one, two, three, or four main things, or is it one main thing in order to get them to the result? All right. So try to go as deep and in detail as this as you possibly can as well. Because if you're clear on what parts and pillars you're going to be working on, then it's going to be much easier for marketing the content to sell it. It's also going to be much easier to create the actual offer. It's going to be easier to talk about. It's going to make a lot of things more easy for you, all right, and the folks that you're presenting the offer to. All right, number 9, your bonuses, sweeteners. You only want to pick bonuses that are going to be relevant to what it is that you were selling, right? So like it might be I've given people laptops, I've given people microphones, I've sent them care packages, I've thrown in extra trainings that were relevant to the particular offer that we were selling. This is like literally no limits as far as like no limitations. Whatever you can imagine is probably going to be the only limit you have, your imagination. So look at what bonuses or other things you have sitting on your drive or things that you can send folks that are going to be relevant to what it is that you are selling. Okay. Number 10, the support. What does the support look like? This could be, chat. It could be a group setting. We do a lot of things in Slack. We do group coaching calls. Is it going to be, do they get one-to-ones? Will they be able to reach you on a certain amount of time? Are they going to be, anything that you are offering as far as support goes? Because support, in my opinion, is probably one of the biggest missing pieces in a lot of things. People will sell stuff and they get no support from the person that they bought from. And this leaves a bad taste in the mouth, and then it's just a whole shit show. So look at any kind of support you can buy. You don't have to be a person who's made fucking $10 million online to offer support to someone, because as long as you are one step ahead, you can help support them in the things that they're going to be doing and the things that they are going to be doing. You can help them with. All right. People want to know that they're going to be supported. So add in the support if that's relevant. All right. 11, pillars within the core offer, especially even if you're an affiliate. A lot of folks seem to miss, like, when they're selling an affiliate offer, they think that just because they're selling an affiliate offer, they don't need to add anything extra. This is why most affiliates never stand out and never do really well with the actual affiliate offer. So if you look at Nate, myself, and hundreds of other people that we've helped, they've been able to go against the grain against thousands and thousands of other affiliates and stand out and sell more and make more commissions because they have followed this exact framework, right? Because it differentiates them from everyone else. There aren't a lot of people offering relevant support. There's not a lot of people adding in bonuses, right? People are building their own support systems, their own communities. Hint, hint, right? So get clear on that, on what it is that you're doing as far as your pillars. What is it? Is it mindset? Is it offers? Is it lead gen? Is it it could be anything as far as like what you are actually doing and where you're actually knowledgeable in. But you want to get clear on that so that they're clear on it. Okay. Number 12, what are the areas or topics that are going to be covering the plan? Like, what are they actually going to be doing? What does the work look like for them? The clearer you can get on this, the less resistance you're going to have if they understand the plan. Like if you're telling them, hey, you're only going to work 2 hours a day, and they got to fuck around and work 4 hours a day, you're going to have people pissed off. So what is the real plan? Right? Me and Nate, we've been operating about 15 to 20 hours a week, and we're still doing nothing less than 16,000 a month. All right, and that's just for the last couple of months this year. All right. So number 13, pricing strategies. Like when you're creating your own thing, or if you're in really, really good relationship with the person who has the affiliate offer that you're selling, then you can still play around with pricing and see if the creators of the course or the offer or the product are willing to offer, different pricing plans. Okay. So pricing strategies, is it going to be one time? Is it going to be a recurring thing? Payment plans? Uh, do you offer split? Can you offer split payments? One-time discounts? Like, get creative here and do your best if possible and where it's relevant and applicable to meet people where they're at. We've done that with a lot of folks and help people get in so they could get the information and the support and the coaching. And a lot of them, one of the folks we let in Group Juice for way less than the initial payment plan, they came in and absolutely fucking crushed it out of the gate and made like 5 grand in commissions. Right. So we're glad that we let them in. They grew their business. They helped our business grow. They helped a lot of folks get what they needed, and it was a win-win. So do your best in order to meet people where they're at. Right. People really, really appreciate that. We still do this to this day because we know folks want to make the breakthroughs that they're after, but a lot of folks have gotten burned on spending 5, 10, and even $15,000 for a program. We just got a new client for our 1K 8 week offer, and it was like, yeah, I dropped 15 grand on one thing, and it wasn't what it was cracked out to be. 15 grand's a lot of money, especially when you're not getting the support and actual help. Like what we're doing for $1,000 over 8 weeks is freaking ridiculous. All right. So number 14, refund policy. Now, if it's an affiliate offer, you're going to have to be clear on that based on the product creators and the rules that they have around the refund policy. All right. Now, if you're creating your own thing, you can kind of do this yourself, and just keep in mind if you've got results that you've gotten, and especially if you've gotten results where you've helped other people with, then your refund policy does not have to be, the standard. Like we have a strict no refund policy unless someone's absolutely batshit crazy, which we've had like I think 3 batshit crazy people out of 3,400 customers. Okay. So your refund policy needs to be laid out and easy to understand. Okay. We don't offer refunds because of all the results that we've helped other people get. Like we know our shit is good and we can't get back our information after you purchase it. Right. So we have a strict no refund policy. Um, 15, guarantees. Now you have to be super careful here. Again, this kind of comes back to the results that you've gotten personally and the results you've helped other folks get. We actually do have guarantees. If you're following our framework and our methodology, like it can pretty much be guaranteed that your audience is going to grow. You're going to have more sales opportunities, and your business is going to absolutely change from how it is right now into the future. All right. Number 16, number of spots. Like how many folks are you taking on this offer? If you can add in like real scarcity, not that fake shit with the countdowns and whatnot. If you're like us, we're looking for just a very small amount of people to do this 8 week cash flow class because it's going to be very intimate, and we're going to be working with them every single week on multiple days to make sure that they're getting their offers in line, make sure their content is hitting hard, make sure their ecosystem is dialed in, and their machine is well oiled so they can get into the profit sauce as soon as possible. All right. We can't take on a bunch of people because if we do, then we wouldn't be able to give the proper attention. So if that's like kind of how you feel, you don't want to do 50 one-on-ones every single month. Okay. But you could do 50 in a group setting as an example. So look at the number of spots that you can handle so you can really give folks the help that they need and the support around the thing that they're buying from you, because that's going to be better for both you and the buyer. Okay. So get clear on the number of spots. If you have like 10,000 people in your audience, you should have absolutely no trouble selling, 10 spots. Okay. 17, what's the date? When is this kicking off? When's it being offered? How long does it last? All right. So get super, super specific there. All right. The better job you can do that, like it's just going to be like fun. All right. You'll have everything in place as far as 1 through 17. It's going to be easy for you to write out the more specific that you get on these. And it's going to allow the pre-selling to be done by just following these 17 components alone. You will not have that many questions if you follow this framework. You won't have that many objections either. All right. So as a quick bonus, I'm going to also give you 14 building blocks for your offer doc or your sales letter, or even posts and emails and videos included that's going to bring you more profits into your business. All right. This will be a lot of fun. All right. So after you've got 1 through 17 brain dumped and in specific, like specificity, and you break it down in as much detail as you possibly can, you'll have enough information to go ahead and get yourself a rough draft up. All right. Now, these 14 building blocks is what we've been using for the last few years, and we've added to and refined as we've went on to make sure that our posts are getting better, the way that we write are getting better, our copywriting is getting better. Copywriting is one of the highest income skills that I have learned, and I can directly correlate a lot of the money that our business has made to really good copywriting. All right. But you can still make money even if you've never done copywriting or written things in order to influence someone to purchase something because it's going to better their life. Okay. So at the same time, you don't have to be an expert in order to make really good money. I want to make that super clear. All right. And I'm doing my best to keep this short, but I also want to go into detail so that you guys can go and apply this immediately. And if you stick around to the end, I've got something else for you. Okay. So the sub headline. All right. So you hear folks talking about having a good hook or a good headline. This can actually be multiple lines. Okay. It doesn't have to be just the first one. So the sub headline, this is going to target the very person that needs your offer or service and grabs their fucking attention. Okay. With a grip. All right. Now, the actual headline, now either one of these can go before, it doesn't really matter. But your second, third, fourth, or even fifth line can also be a part of your headline. This is the tone setter for the rest of your copy or the rest of you speaking in a video if you're using this for video. Its only job is to get the reader or viewer to continue watching or reading. All right, that's its only job. Okay. Now we want to stack the deck in the next section of your VSL, your offer letter, your video, your post, etc. All right. This should reinforce your idea from 1 and 2 to intrigue them to continue reading and watching. All right. Then we're going to do the lead off. This will break down the bulk of the criteria of what you're covering and who this offer is for and what's really in it for them, as far as the outcome, results, or the wanted desire. Okay. Just think about like when you have a burning problem and how bad you really want to get it solved and the lengths that you're willing to go in order to get it solved when you feel like the solution that's being offered to you is like top notch and makes a lot of sense. All right. Number 5, the body. This carries the hard hitting weight of the entire offer letter, video, post, email, which is going to carry on to the elements we're going to mention below. The body is where you want to have all of the pre-selling and heavy lifting done for you. This is what's going to handle the objections. So think about common objections that you get, excuses that you hear from people, folks that you've sold to, all that feedback piled into one to make sure that it's going to do the heavy lifting and pre-selling for you. All right. 6, the subline reinforcement. Small and short breakdown separating other elements or components of your offer, spicy and specific. All right. The more spicy and specific you can get on this, the better job it's going to do for you and eliminate a lot of the time you spend around objections and trying to twist people's arms to buy. We don't do that shit. Okay. You don't have to either when you follow this. Number 7, the reader's rapport. This section should really demonstrate that you know the reader by describing their pain and problems and the frustration that is keeping them where they're at. Okay. Now, what I mean by demonstrate is like you want to use stories and not quite testimonials yet, but let folks know that you know where they are by describing your own shit that you've went through, the hard stuff that kept you stuck or at a wall, the things that kept you from hitting the breakthrough. All right. This is how folks are going to see, okay, I can see myself in them as I'm reading or watching this. Okay. Number 8, you can kind of start listing out some bullet points. These should be very short and punchy statements. They don't have to be long, drawn out paragraphs. Okay. Preferably things that you know that they want, all right, or need based on their situation and where they're at. You don't want to try and speak to 100 people here, right? Even if you're showing the offer to 100 people, you want it to speak directly to one particular person that can really relate to the things that you're covering and are able to help them solve based on your offer. Okay. Examples, types of results, freedoms that they have, whether you're at home all the time or you're averaging $500 a day, anything like that. Clarity, like around the plan and process of what they're doing. Like this is going to do a really good job of the heavy lifting or the pre-selling for you. All right. Productivity. If you're doing something that's you're offering something that's going to help them be more productive and do more of the income producing things without sacrificing who they are as a person and their character, top notch, fuck yeah, do it. All right. Certainty or anything that is directly desired and can be accomplished with them doing the work that is inside of your offer. Okay. Number 9, credibility. Try to briefly explain like why this will work for them and why they should listen to you. All right. This could be, your own results, community results. It could be other folks that have used the product that you're selling. It could be folks that you've absolutely helped, through the offer itself, or folks you've already worked with previously around the same frameworks, etc. You just want to really show that you've got the expertise and you've got the results, or the community that you're involved with has the results coming out of it. Okay, so you don't have to have results yourself in order to get abnormal results. Okay, I started at 0 and I was still able to do more than 6 figures in 16 months, and I started as a fucking greenhorn. Okay, now the reason we want to do that is so that people can see what's actually possible. A lot of folks get really cool results online, but at the same time, one of the biggest thoughts and most common thoughts I see folks having, well, can it work for me? Has it worked for anyone else? So this is the perfect time for you to lay that out for them and show it. Number 10, if you've got testimonials, these can be a super powerful thing. We've got testimonials and client and student results out the wazoo, and we put them on our sales pages to know that people from all walks of life, all different ages, all different, whether they're beginners or experts, like we've helped a shit ton of people, and we've got the testimonials that back everything that we say. All right, so this is a perfect time to anchor in any specific proof of concept that you have, whether it's your own community or folks that you've personally helped. Okay, perfect time to do this. A real client or customer result that validates the solution that you're offering right now. All right, just kind of showing that it does what you say it's going to do. Right. So if you got that proof, like, you're literally golden. That'll kill some of the most common and huge objections that a lot of people have. All right. Number 11, value and justification. Okay. This section should highlight like the true value of the offer, which is easily dwarfing the initial investment. Okay. To give you an example, our 8-week cash flow class, we're only charging 1K, and you can also do, like weekly or monthly installments if you want to. But I just had a client post where, we helped him craft a Google Doc that had like 1,700 words on it. He did $10,000 in 28 days. Pretty crazy when you think about it. All right, so like paying 1K to make 10 grand in 28 days, that's like stupid insane if you follow the work and the framework that we're going to do over the initial 8 weeks. Okay, so anytime you can do this, definitely do it. Highlight the true value, and you can tie, price points or value numbers if you want to. It's not absolutely necessary or mandatory, but it definitely helps in showing everything that you're given, that might be 20 grand in value versus the initial price point of 1,000, right? So try and work that out, and you can test this and tweak it as you go, as you're showing the offer to more people. All right. Number 12, reverse the risk. Aim to remove like the biggest obstacles or objections, to making the sale, which usually is money or fear. Okay. So like, I know I used to be skeptical as shit around anything that was being sold online just because it was being sold online. I was that guy. All right. Versus now, we've had over 3,000 customers, and we've worked with like thousands of people at this point, and we've got client results that are tipping over like $3.4 million in tracked stuff that we can actually track based in our system. It's not including anything they've done outside of it. Okay. So reversing the risk is like, look, if someone comes into the 8-week cash flow, like, we're very, very confident that within 2, 3, and week 4, like, we're not going to be surprised if they start tipping sales and landing new clients and their investment is paid for, because we've seen it happen too many times. So we're very confident in that. But then we've also worked with folks on the back end until they got their investment back and they were cash flow positive. All right, so that's another way to reverse the risk. There are plenty of other ways. Just get creative and use that beautiful brain that you have. 13, hitting your bonuses. This is where you mention your unexpected gift. Like, I didn't tell you guys I was giving you all these 14 building blocks to writing better copy and recording better videos, but I'm doing it anyway because I want to go above and beyond, even though this shit is free, right? So this is where you mention the unexpected thing that's going to enhance the shit out of your offer overall. Okay, get creative here. Like, do some stuff that other people are not doing. And I can tell you right now, a lot of folks are not offering, uh, custom bonuses right now. And this is like the perfect time for you to stand out from the crowd so that you can absolutely crush and eliminate the competition in a very good way. Okay. So, number 14, you want to give a explicit and very specific call to action, CTA. This is where you're basically asking for the sale and tell them what you would like them to do. Do not leave it up them to guess or figure it out, because someone that's confused is not going to make a decision. So if you don't lay out the exact steps they need to take in order to, get more information or ask you a question or two, or how to get the sales link or how to buy, like, it's a good chance they're not going to be able to do it. So make it easy for them to make a decision because you tell them exactly what you want them to do. All right. So if you think about 1 through 14 as you're writing an offer post or creating your offer doc or anything like that, just simplifying your model. This is what's going to help you produce max profits in an ethical way, so the folks are happy to pay you. They can get results, and then this compounds the shit out of everything else that you're doing. I'm talking like tip top high energy, and it'll do really well explaining what it'll do for them and the best ways to reset. All right. You can basically use this as a template, to complement all of your copy as you fine tune as you go and get more and more feedback. All right. So, selfless plug here. If you want Nate and I to personally help you make sure that you get this rolling and land in sales so you can start seeing commission emails or Stripe pings or PayPal notifications, then you can take a few minutes. This first link here, this one will take you to a quick video where I broke down exactly what we're doing on how we're going to transform your business in 8 weeks or less. All right. If you're not a person who wants to, watch a 17-minute video, you can click this next one, and this will take you to something that you can read. It'll only take you about 3 minutes. Okay. So if you got any value from this video, please go back to the post where I've sent you this from, right? The post on Facebook, and let me know if you found this valuable and what I should charge for it if I happen to charge for it, because the first 50 folks get it for free. But we do have an 8-week cash flow class that is kicking off. We're going to be helping you not only do what the things I've covered in here, but we're also going to make sure that you have a sale start landing, building your ecosystem so it's easier to manage, so that you can have a 15 to 20 hour work week, replace your job's income, and just start kicking ass this summer. All right, so that's my selfless plug. Hopefully you got a lot of value from this video. If I happen to put this on YouTube, make sure you subscribe. But right now, this is just a video that's going to live in our library, sending it to 50 people for free. I appreciate you, and I hope y'all have an absolutely kick-ass day.